Hallo und guten Morgen, guten Tag und guten Abend an alle unsere Zuschauer und Zuhörer hier auf INCRadio Zentraleuropa Satellitenstudio. Ich bin Schwester Alessandra Martinez und freue mich heute, euer Host zu sein. Hello and good morning, good afternoon and good evening to all our dear viewers and listeners here on INC Radio Central Europe Satellite Studio. My name is Sister Alessandra Martinez and I am one of your hosts for today. And with me tonight from the other side of Central Europe is my lovely co host. Hello, Bate.
Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to our viewers and listeners. Again, this is Sister Vanessa from the local of Amsterdam, and I would be co hosting tonight.
All right, quick time check. It is now 8:02 p.m. here in Germany, and today we will talk about our family wish list because creating a family wish list is a popular activity in many households, especially in families where members have diverse interests and goals. And this practice can provide both opportunities and challenges for strengthening family bonds, planning memorable experiences, and fostering a sense of shared adventure and achievement. And for that, we have invited a few guests for tonight. We have here Brother Henry Inocencio and Sister Heralyn. Good evening, po.
Good evening po, guten abend, and if there's any listeners from Hawaii, aloha kakahiaka. My name is Brother Henry Inocencio, local congregation of Heidelberg, Kaiserslautern Extension, and I've also brought my daughter Heralyn Inocencio. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
Hel- Hello to the both of you, and I'm so excited to have you here, po. But we also have here Brother Elijah and Brother Scott Agustin. Good evening, po.
Hello, goedenavond, goedemiddag, goedemorgen. Uh, I am Brother Scott, and with me is Brother Elijah. Want to say hi?
Hello po to everyone.
Okay, good evening to all of you, po. I am very excited for tonight's topic. And aside from our very interesting topic tonight, we will also watch a CMV music video later on, and we'll give you an update about the recently held activities in our district. And last but not least, we will announce to you the winners of the Top 3 Cluster Challenge from last week. So stay tuned for that. And Ate Vanessa, how can we participate in this challenge?
Right, thank you for asking, Sister Elfie. So, like last week and also the week after that, all we need to do is be active in our live chat. So in our YouTube channel, you can uh, send us your message or your shout outs or your comment about the topic. Again, our topic for tonight is our family wish list. And you cannot repeat the same comments, of course. The most active cluster who's sending their comments or their shout outs or their feedback will be the winner, and we will announce that next week. Right?
Yes, and I already have a lot of comments here. I want to shout out Brother Brad and Sister Elvira Takushi, Sister Rachel Inocencio, Brother Scott Agustin, Brother Jason Dulala, Sister Jasmine Dulalas, Sister Rosel Martinez, and Kenjin Libunao. Thank you so much for your comments. Make sure to keep your comments going so that you have the chance to win this week's Cluster Challenge. And now, moving on, we have a very fun icebreaker game for tonight, and it's called Guess the Country. And may we ask Kriotech to please show us the slides? Okay, guess the country. Next slide. This country, so okay, we will show you a sentence, and then you have to guess the country based off of the quote that is on the screen. Okay, the first quote is: "This country is known for its ancient pyramids and the Nile River. Okay. I see Brother Elijah smiling already. Do you have an idea?
It's ancient Egypt po.
Is it Egypt? Sister Harolyn, what's your guess?
I also agree that it's Egypt.
Okay, maybe let's see. Is it Egypt? Yes, that is correct. Okay, very good. Clap your hands. Next slide. This country is famous for its kangaroos and the Great Barrier Reef. Which country could this be? Okay, I see. Oh, I see. Brother Henry has an idea.
I'll let my daughter answer po. What is the answer?
Australia?
Oh, is it Australia? So, Brother Elijah and Brother Scott, do you have the same answer?
Opo.
Okay, let's check
Yes, we
the
agree.
answer. Kuya Tech, it's Australia. Good job. Okay, next slide. This country is renowned for its rich history, pasta, and landmarks like the Colosseum. Oh, this is very hard. I see brother Elijah's already smiling and brother Scott. Do you have an idea po?
I think it's, is it Italy?
Yes po. It is Italy.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Could it be Italy? Sister Herolyn, do you have the same answer or the same guess?
Yes, po.
Okay, let's check. Kuya Tech, give us the answer, please. Correct. It's Italy. Okay. Let's go to the last slide. This country is known for its maple syrup and the CN Tower. Okay, any ideas? Ate Vanessa, you're smiling. I actually have no idea. Do you have an idea, Ate Vanessa?
I do. I'm guessing it's Canada.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that could be. Sister Harolyn, what's your guess?
I also think that it's Canada.
Okay, Brother Elijah, is it Canada?
Opo.
Okay, Kuyatek, can you please give us the answer? And it's Canada. Good job, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for participating in our uh, Guess This Country game. I hope all of you had fun and are now ready to talk about our topic for tonight, which is our family wish list. And I want to ask Brother Henry, what are some items on your family wish list?
So, sister, we're as we've been on this show a few times, we are originally from the islands of Hawaii, born and raised. So, this is our uh, we're approaching our second year in the continent of Europe here in Germany. So our is time is quickly going by. So when it comes to our list of things and adventures and goals to accomplish while we're here, um, many of these items came from recommendations that we can find on uh, the popular social media travel sites and channels. So some of these we've already accomplished, such as visiting the neighbor countries. Um, in France, in Switzerland, and Luxembourg, and Where else did we go? Do you remember where we went? We went to Spain. Uh, and one of our favorite ones is in the country of England, London, England, when we had celebrated the 50th year of the church in Europe. Um, that really was not on our list until it was announced, and that became number one on our list of the things that we would participate and to be able to visit London at that time. So it was that was number one of our favorite things to do so far that we've accomplished. And as far as the other items on our list, I really don't know, po. So we are figuring that out as we speak. Whatever recommendations that people are giving us to go visit, we will definitely do our best to explore. Being from Hawaii, everything is a brand new thing to us, so we are just enjoying the ride that we're on.
Yes, that is very true. Especially the culture and the whole environment here in Europe is very different from America, especially in Hawaii, since we have 4 seasons here, and in Hawaii, I believe you don't even have snowy and cold winters. And it's great that you have already have visited all these countries, and you mentioned earlier that you went to Spain, that you have went to London in the UK for the 50th celebration. And I want to ask Sis Heraldin, where would you like to go next, or where is your dream destination?
Maybe next we could go to um, Denmark, maybe.
Oh, Denmark sounds very exciting. Do you have any idea what you could do in Denmark, or what you could see in Denmark?
Maybe we can look if there's any landmarks and we can try different foods.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan, especially the food. Food is very important. Thank you so much, Sis Heraldin. Now, Brother Henry, when did you begin planning these family adventures or goals? Because you have mentioned that you're originally from Hawaii.
So we started planning these adventures and goals the moment we were notified by our future employer that we would be coming here. And so um, we had other contacts that were already here, to include Brother Scott, to get some recommendations on things to do, places to see. And the first thing, though, before we formulated our list of things and places to go and visit, was to contact the leaders of the local congregation that we would be nearest to, and that would set up everything else. But so once we were notified, I was mostly concerned about how we would attend the worship service. Um, Being that this is our first time to leave the islands, we were only mainly primarily concerned is how we would attend and how far the destination would be. And uh, that was solved really quickly. And we were able to not have to be so concerned and so worried about the being able to fulfill our duty. Uh, as of in a couple of weeks, we will have reached a 2 year anniversary of our arrival, and I think that is the foundation of all the other items on our list. Is that every apportioned time or every scheduled time of worship service, we do that first, and then we can fulfill the other items on our list. And even if we go on any other adventure to another country, another city, another town, uh, it is always my goal to contact the one who the point of contact at the place of worship to ensure that we can find and know the correct schedule of the worship service, and then we travel after that. That is always our goal, to be able to fulfill our duties first.
Very wonderful. Even me, if I would be given that task to to plan for our goals or for our wish list when it comes to adventure, I would have done the same. Good job, Brother Henry, and thank you for sharing that. Also, one thing that I noticed is around uh, around contacting whom we already know in the place, like Sister Ali has mentioned a while ago, food is very important. And if I may share our experience when it comes to wish list and to our family goal, me and my husband, we we love hiking so much. Our children, they don't, but they do love food. So one thing to consider as well when you go on family adventures and goals is you have to meet halfway. You have to go to a place where all of you would be able to do what you love the most. So if you like hiking, go to a place where the children can also walk, even if it's just an hour walk. But you can also reward yourselves by eating a sumptuous meal after the hike, right? So I want to continue to that question. Brother Elijah, how about you? In your family, do you have a goal, a wish list, or have you been to any of your wish lists?
Oh, Paul, we have some things on our wish list. So, what we like to do together is to make music. Because usually for us, we're like a music family because we love music. So, my little brother plays the piano. My sister dances. My mom sings. I play the cello, and possibly my dad can play the trumpet, so we can make like songs together or make songs. Another thing on our wish list is sports. We love to like play sports, especially if we have time together. Another one is to discover many things like languages, like different languages.
Museums
And
also, no?
also we love volunteering, like helping in the church, like
The community,
in
no?
the community, and INC giving to always help if somebody is in need.
That is very, very sweet. I mean, as a family, and you have a goal for music, for sports, for volunteering. Oh, yes, that would be lot fun. One of your activities, Elijah, maybe you can invite Ate. Anyways, Sister Ali, I think it's also time that we read some of our comments from our viewers and listeners because I have wonderful comments here, and one of our brothers, or yeah, sister, sister, Sister Roselle Martinez, they said that I want to visit Australia because I want to see the Sydney Opera House. Hashtag Munich. Yes, definitely. One of the beautiful edifices in the world is in Australia, the Sydney Opera House. And also, I have here from Sister Anna Lynn. She says, I want to visit Switzerland, Spain, and Greece, of course, with my lovely family, my three poggy boys, but need to save more money for that. Hashtag Berlin, hashtag Meissen. And I also have here that one of our uh, sisters, no, yeah, sister. We as family, Sister Leia Gonzalez said, we as family, we don't have any list, but we see to it to go to on a vacation to a place that we have never been yet. But we see to it that there is a worship service in that place. Hashtag Rotterdam. Another comment from Sister Rachel is I wish for us to have a vacation again in the Philippines. And that would be hashtag Shuazhao, GWS, and hashtag Zurich Cluster. Well, yes, brethren, I mean, listeners and viewers, it's really wonderful that you have these goals and wish list, personal wish list, and personal goal for my family. We wanted to attend all the worship services that we have around the world. I know it's gonna be a fun goal, maybe a challenging one, but it feels so good when you visit a place and you are able to attend there. You are able to share your experience with the other brethren, right? How about you, Sister Ali? Do you have also a family goal, a family wish list?
Yes, we have a very big one for this year, and that is to go home to the Philippines to see my kuya, or my oldest brother, graduate from the school for ministers, and we are very excited to see him. That's our family goal for this year. And of course, we also want to see the other families that we haven't seen in a while, because we have the last time we went to the Philippines was many years ago, I believe 6 years ago. And we're very excited to see our family back in the Philippines. And I remember Brother Henry mentioned earlier that you went to Europe, to the celebration in London for the 50th in Europe, and you mentioned that that was actually not planned, but it just appeared on your uh, family wish list. What are other items that you have already completed on your list, brother?
So some of the other items on our list that we've completed uh, include we visited Munich for one weekend. Uh, we went all the way to, I'm not good with the pronunciation, I think it's Nuremberg, to visit one of our friends who also just so happened to be from the same local congregation in Hawaii. They were transferred to the Hohenfels GWS. So we were able to visit them there as well. And then along the way, on our way home, we took several stops in the Grafenwehr area, in I think it's is it Ansbach area, and um, a lot of things just appear on our list. And so I will say that, and Brother Scott knows this, that in Hawaii, because it's a small island, uh, in 2 hours and maybe three, you can go around the whole island. Um, but here, in 2 or 3 hours, you can uh, not even be across the country yet. So to be able to just drive on the long roads here, um, I think that is an adventure in itself, because we can easily make a list of places we want to go with all the recommendations that we get. But the fun thing about not being from here is that when you see all these things for the first time, um, and as you go down the road 3, 4, 5 hours, the next day another 3, 4, 5 hours, you've accomplished so much already. And sometimes when we go on our trips, we don't even make a list. The only thing on our list is where we're going to attend worship service. Always, that is always the only major thing on our list. And the rest of that, we can sometimes we just make it up along the way, or we may just have one major landmark or a couple of major stops with the good food recommendations that we had. Um, but as in regards to what we had accomplished, we still have a lot more to go. Well, we probably only visited, I think it's only 8 countries, and we collect refrigerator magnets for all the places that we've gone. And our refrigerator still has a lot of space. So we uh, we have a lot more to work on. We still have a couple of years left. So we'll see how much further we can accomplish in the time we have.
That is so nice, brother. Especially as you mentioned that you only have like one really specific plan where you would go, and the rest just follows. So you plan as you go. That is very nice. A way of adding things on your items that you weren't even aware of that you were adding on your family wish list. And also, I also liked what Ate Vanessa earlier mentioned, finding something that everyone enjoys. Because especially on road trips, like Brother Henry mentioned, there's that is an adventure in itself, and that is one thing that I also enjoy myself. Um, Now, Sister Heralyn, your dad just mentioned that you have been to a few countries already, 8 countries. Which of them was your favorite?
I think that the Netherlands is my favorite country we've been to so far because we saw a lot of flowers and we got to try different foods and we got to see a lot of windmills.
That is so nice, Sister Heralyn. Especially compared to Hawaii, those are things that you might have seen for the first time here in Europe, because I believe you don't have windmills around in Hawaii. But that's very nice. Thank you so much, Sister Heralyn, for sharing. I want to also ask Brother Scott and Brother Elijah. Um, when what are items on your list that you have already completed?
Okay.
Some of them we like completed, like going to Hawaii again. Cause the last time that I went to Hawaii, it was when I was very young, like only till I was only 1 years old.
3 years old, I
Oh
think.
yeah, I think 3 years old.
Yeah.
And then I thankfully I could go back there when I was about 11 years old. And we also completed that. We also went to France. We got to also see a lot of, and we also got to taste a lot of foods there, especially the croissants there.
I like the accent. Is that how you say it? Croissant?
Yeah, croissant.
Okay.
Yeah, I also love how you do the accent.
And it's yeah, with regards to Brother Henry, um fellow ko Hawaii, um we are from the same place for um but to come to this part of the world, of course, it's very interesting, very interesting. And together with Elijah, we also have traveled different countries. Actually, from Hawaii, we ended up going to, if you have heard of this country, it's called FSM, Federal States of Micronesia. And we also traveled to another country, which is called the Republic of the Marshall Islands. Then we ended up in Ohio, right?
Yes, we also ended up in Ohio. But the specific place we went to is in the middle called Cincinnati.
Hmm.
And there that was my favorite place because we had a very big backyard to play in.
And there we got exposed to the snow. We're in it. If you're not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, centigrade, -15 centigrade. Yeah. So that's where we actually saw snow for the first time.
Opo.
And as what Brother Henry said, we journey along, and yes, we are ready to meet cultures and different countries of this world.
Wow, Brother Scott and Brother Elijah, you have been to a lot of countries already. And with that, I wonder what tips can you share for creating and achieving this family wish list and going to all of these countries that you have on your list?
Well, first of all, it depends on who you will go with. But yeah, always have a prayer before the travel so that you could make right decisions and consider the budget on what you want to do and the time the limited time that you're given. So at least everybody in the family will have their wish fulfilled, their stomachs will be full, and everybody will be happy at the end of the trip.
Yes, that is very right. To consider your budget, and also one big challenge is the time that you have in that country or on your vacation, maybe because you might only have a limited time there. So enjoy the time that you have while you are still while you are in that country or while you are on vacation. Brother Henry, what tips can you share with us for creating and achieving a family wish list? Well,
So one of the good things about having young children, my daughter Harlan, she's 10 years old. I have another daughter who is 6. Um, when they are at that age, of course, some children may be different, but my children, they don't know where they want to go. They just really love the ability to travel. So that gives me and my wife complete control of where to go and to choosing what to eat. So we can make the list of places we want to see, the different museums. Especially here in Germany, there's a lot of automobile museums that we would like to visit. Those have been my favorites so far. Uh, and even just the drive there, the safe driving, but the drive there, I really enjoy just getting to the destinations. Like I said, um, the uh, the island is small back where we're from, so just to be able to travel that 4, 5, 6 hour drive, and with that is time management. I think the most important thing that we've mentioned before is there's not much time to depending on how much you time you have to accomplish every item on the list. So there's some prioritization. There is seeing how much everything costs to be able to complete the items on the list. um, and if there are older members of your family, there's a little bit of compromise because there are some things that will not be able to accomplish. And so hopefully there will be a second visit, and there are things that we can choose. Okay, we'll do this time, but on the next time, we'll try to get that item. So a lot of discussion, a lot of uh, trying to see which things everyone can enjoy. And of course, before you depart, before you wake up every morning, always start with a prayer. And as I mentioned earlier, the first thing on the list is always the place of worship where you will still continue to perform your duties uh, while you're traveling to the different destinations.
that is
And
very
that is a very wonderful tip. Thank you so much, Brother Henry. What I learned from the tips from both Brother Elijah, Brother Scott, um, Sister Harrison, and Brother Henry is first, you have to pray. You have to compromise. You have to take on your budget. And you also have to prioritize. And then if you got the second chance, that's when you already put in, okay, what can we have done last time that we could have not done or we could do today? Right? And we do have a lot of comments already. But before we go to the comments, let's have a quick station break and we will read the comments once we are back.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
We are presenting the Iglesia ni Cristo Sign Language Guide, Android and iOS version. We gladly introduce the new interface of our INC Sign Language Guide, Android, and the much-awaited iOS version. The INC Sign Language apps is a project of the Christian Society for the Deaf under the Christian Family Organizations Office of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ. It is a part of the Church's continuous intensive efforts to reach out to and care for the deaf, INC members and non-members alike. This free sign language app includes the following features: 8,000 plus vocabulary entries, all in video, customizable video playback speeds, examples of signed phrases and sentences, categorized everyday signs like alphabet, numbers, colors, greetings, educational terms, medical terms, legal terms, Iglesia ni Cristo and religious terms, and many more. User maintainable favorites category, fast search and voice search, all features are available offline. And since these sign language applications contain phrases concerning the Iglesia ni Cristo and religious terms, we could use these apps in inviting more deaf fellow men to learn the basic doctrines being taught inside the church. For more information, please visit www.iglesianicristo.net, www.facebook.com/Christian Family Organizations, www.facebook.com Christian Society for the Deaf. Thank you for your support.
Hello and welcome back to INCRadio Central Europe Satellite Studio. It is currently 8:39 p.m. here in Germany, and for those who have just tuned in, our topic for tonight is our family wish list. And in the first part of our conversation, we listened to the inspiring stories from our guests as they shared their own wish list points. Now, before we continue, I believe in the last week we had a lot of CFO activities, and with us tonight is Brother Scott Agustin to report to us about the activities in our district in our segment CFO in Action. Hello po ka, Scott. Good evening po. How are you po?
Hello, good evening. We hope that everybody is good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Thank you for connecting, and we hope everybody is enjoying the topic. Hi, Sister Ali and Sister Vanessa.
Hello, podcast Scott. Thank you also for being with us tonight. Can you tell us about the activities that were held last week, po?
Well, we know that we already came to a close of the month of May, and the INC giving activities are happening already. And as we have here our brethren there in Berlin, Deutschland, or Germany, the support to the community, and we know that it is important we will help, not only making known the church to which we are members of to the people there, but give a hand to those who are in need. And we thank you for the brethren there in the local congregation of Berlin, and we will continue to pray that you will support activities like these and inspire the brethren not only here in the District of Central Europe, but to our brethren worldwide to continue to support the activities launched by the church administration and the Christian Family Organization care of the INC giving activities. And also, we would like to have a shout out to our brethren who are nurses. We acknowledge your services and we acknowledge the knowledge and wisdom that you continue to share, not only with your the people who you work with, but even to we, the brethren in the church in this part of the world, in regards to a seminar, a health seminar, and it was a health awareness. And we know that we need to stay physically healthy, stable, that we may not only have a happy family and have a bright future, but as servants of God, having inspiration and making the Almighty God happy. And we thank you for the brethren in our district to support activities like these. As the congregations earlier in the local congregation of Hamburg, Bonn, Germany, and we also have here in the local congregation of Dordrecht in the Netherlands. And we cannot forget to welcome our new brethren who have joined the church to which we are members of, the Church of Christ. This is the district baptism in the local congregation of Bonn, Germany, as preaching led by our district supervising minister. And we could see here a brother from the country of Germany and also a brother here from the country of the Netherlands and our sister who have accepted the privilege of remaining or becoming a servant of our mighty God. And we acknowledge the efforts of our brethren in helping these prospective members to reach the day of baptism, a day that they will never forget. And we all know, beloved brethren, this is the main event of our being members of the Church of Christ in bearing fruits of righteousness. Thus, let us help our brethren and unite in activities like this. And don't forget our children, our youth, the future of the church to which we're members of. And the activity that they participated in was the tutorial notes, musical notes. In this part of the world, with regards to music, oh yes, it's a moment that our young brethren will cherish. And we hope that you could grow, granting if the Almighty God has given you that talent about music and whatever instrument, musical instrument that you are playing, keep on practicing, keep on composing. And if the Almighty God allows you, you'll be able to also create inspiring music songs for our brethren. And we would like to thank the brethren in supporting our Bible mission that we usually have on a weekly basis in different clusters in our district. Here in the local congregation of Amsterdam, the Netherlands, our brethren were able to support this. And let us do a follow up on our friends and loved ones who are not yet members, that they too may be enlightened to know the commandments of God. And we acknowledge the efforts of our brethren, and we will continue to work hand in hand in activities like this. And we hope that this will inspire the brethren throughout our district, that we can be fruitful, that we could be able to not only inspire our district, but the districts nearby and our brethren in this part of the world and worldwide, that we could be able not only to shine as lights of the world, but to make sure that we are in connection with the commandments of our mighty God in bearing fruits, abundant fruits of righteousness. Once again, brethren, we thank you for your efforts and all your help and support. And there, through leadership of our ministers and minister workers in the works of propagation, you could see, yes, indeed, every cluster is in action. And our brethren, your unity working hand in hand with the ministers, minister workers who are assigned, let's help each other make it happen with the help and mercy of the Almighty God, and always make the Almighty God happy. Sister Ali, thank you. Dankeschön.
Very well said, poor brother Scott. Make our Almighty God happy. And I believe with all of these activities that we held, our Almighty God was truly glorified. Thank you so much, Brother Scott, for reporting to us these activities. I'm already looking forward to the next activities that we have. And back to our topic. Our topic for tonight is our family wish list. And I actually have a lot of comments here. I have one from Sister Michelle Wagner. My family wish, especially my kids, is to visit again my hometown, Philippines. Warm greetings po from local of hashtag Wiesbaden. And another comment from Brother Gerd Luhmann. I was I was in 11 countries, and the most favorite country for me was Switzerland, Greece, and the Philippines. Po. Best regards from Brother Gerd from the local of hashtag Berlin, hashtag Meissen. And another one from Sis Rachel Muyot. My favorite so far is Barcelona because there's a beach and it's like the Philippines. Hashtag Schwarzwald, GWS, and Zurich Cluster. And now I wonder, which place have you always wanted to visit? Let's ask Brother Elijah.
The place I really wanted to visit po is Japan, cause there were there's the so many things there, and this especially the Mount Fiji, and also the temples that were built there, and there's also lots of history there.
Oh yeah, I like to eat Japanese food too. Sounds interesting.
Yes, I believe Japan is a win-win. You have good food and good sights as well. Brother Scott, which place have you always wanted to visit? Bob?
Well, not to add what Brother Henry said, people from Hawaii, whatever comes our way, we are ready to accept it. And may it be extreme cold or extreme hot, whatever it will, any country is acceptable, and well, I'm willing together with my family to go to that area.
Oh, I like that what you said, Paul, because no matter every country has something good to offer, something very beautiful to show, and as long as you are with your family, it will always be fun. Thank you so much, for, Brother Scott. Now, how about you, Paul, Brother Henry, and Sister Heraldine? What is one place that you have always wanted to visit, and why?
So I think I really want to go back to Hawaii because many of my relatives are there, and I also miss the different foods that we used to have.
That is so nice, Sister Carolyn. I hope that you can go back to Hawaii and visit them soon. And how about you, Brother Henry? What is one place that you have always wanted to visit, Bob?
So, me and Brother Scott, we keep referencing the fact of being from the islands, is because there's a culture of the islands where we didn't have much there in terms of things to do. So, what always kept us in good spirits was who we were with and making the best with what we had. So, with that in mind, that island mentality, when you leave the island, anything that comes your way, you're easily, um, what's the word, surprised or even satisfied or excited. To live in snow for the first time, that was an exciting experience. To take a cardboard box and slide down on the snow. That's not something that in a tropical climate that you can do on a normal basis. So to experience 2 winters here already, that that is an amazing thing for us. And um, if there's anywhere to go, really, I don't really have an answer because it's it's a new adventure everywhere we go. There is no wrong answer. I think the only wrong answer is to go somewhere where you cannot worship God. So for us, as long as we're able to do that, that is that's all that really matters. And I do miss home to some extent, but knowing that we are going home in a few years, and there's even the possibility we could stay here longer. I do miss the food back home in Hawaii. That's probably the thing I miss the most is the food. Um, Maybe we can stop by Japan on the way. Maybe we can stop by Korea on the way. Um, but wherever we are, we're together as a family. I think that's what we enjoy the most is who we are with and enjoying our time together.
I agree, Brother Henry. Like everyone also in the comments said, it doesn't matter where you go. What matters is you prioritize looking for the place of worship, and doing the worship together, or doing your activities as a family together. That's the most important thing that you would want to go to. Your wish list would be. Well then, we're nearing our closing time, and so we wanted to show you our winners from last week. Kuya Tek?
Third place, Bonn and Luxembourg cluster. Second place, Zurich cluster. First place, Berlin cluster.
Congratulations to our winners, and to our viewers and listeners. You still have time. Don't forget to continuously comment and giving your shout outs with your hashtag GWS or local congregation. And because it is already 8:53 here in Central Europe, it's shout out time. Brother Henry, Sister Heraldine, shout out for you.
Shout out to my family and relatives back home.
I think that's all from Marilyn. We shared the link for our family back home in Hawaii. Hopefully, some of them are watching. So shout out to anyone from Hawaii who's there, and shout out to the local congregation and cluster of Heidelberg. Uh, Thank you for making this visit and this time that we have here for us memorable po. Thank you po.
Brother Elijah, Brother Scott.
Yes, we would like to say a shout out to the ministers and minister workers here in the District of Central Europe through the leadership of our district minister and assistant district minister, and to our brethren worldwide. How about Brother Elijah?
I also want to give a shout out to my grandparents in Germany, Frankfurt, and also my family in Zurich, and also my grandpa and grandma in Hawaii, and my uncles there.
How about your family here in Netherlands? You want to say a shout out to?
Yeah, I also want to also shout out to my family here in Netherlands po.
All right. Shout out to all of you. Well, thank you so much, Brother Henry, Sister Heraldine, Brother Elijah, Brother Scott, for joining us tonight. And also a big shout out to our viewers and the listeners for watching tonight's broadcast. A big thank you to our District CFO advisor, Brother Scott Agustin, and thank you to our Assistant District Minister, Brother Jason Dulalas, and also thank you to our District Minister, Brother Joel B. Catalan. We also would like to extend our thanks to our CFO coordinator and CEBSI president, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. And last but not least, we want to thank the church administration and our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Once again, we thank you for watching INC Radio Central Europe. See you next time.